What if I told you that India and the United States, two of the world's strongest pillars, are now quietly moving towards a trade war? America has imposed 50% tariffs on Indian exports. A bill in the United States is proposing 500% penalties on countries that buy Russian oil, directly targeting India. And at the same time, United States has walked out of 66 international organizations, including a major solar alliance led by India. Yet, here's the twist. Despite all this tension, trade between India and the US is at an all-time high. So what is really happening? Is this a strategic breakup or just a new phase of global power politics? Let's decode the real story behind the India-US relationship. If you want sharp, clear and honest analysis on global politics without the noise, subscribe to Sawaal That Matters right now and stay with us every Sunday for the stories shaping the world. Hello and welcome to the 20th episode of the Diplomacy Talks. Officially, both countries describe their ties as comprehensive global strategic partnership. They cooperate on trade, defense, technology, education and people-to-people exchanges. But in 2025, this partnership entered a difficult phase. In August 2025, the United States imposed a 50% tariff on a wide range of Indian exports. This included a 10% baseline duty, a 25% reciprocal tariff, and a 25% punitive tariff. The reason given by Washington was India's continued purchase of Russian oil. This was not just a trade decision, it was a geopolitical signal. To make matters worse, a bill in the US now proposes a 500% tariff on countries that buy Russian oil. If passed, it would place massive pressure on India's trade with the United States. Meanwhile, the promised bilateral trade agreement between Prime Minister Narendra Modi and President Donald Trump, meant to take trade to $500 billion by 2030, remains stalled. The economic reality. Despite these tensions, the economic relationship is booming. In the financial year 2025, India and the United States trade reached a record $132.2 billion. India exported $86.51 billion worth of goods and services to the US, while imports remained much lower, giving India a trade surplus of $40.82 billion. The United States is India's largest export destination, the biggest market for IT services, the largest source of remittances, and third largest foreign investor in India. US investments in India now exceed $70 billion. India exports everything from pharmaceuticals and machinery to precious stones and electronics, while importing fuels, high-end machinery and technology from the US. In economic terms, both countries are deeply connected. America pulls back from the world. Now comes another major shift. President Donald Trump announced that the United States is withdrawing from 66 international organizations, including 31 UN bodies. The US also pulled out of the International Solar Alliance, a climate initiative launched by India and France to promote clean energy across the world. India's response was clear. The Ministry of External Affairs said that India believes in multilateralism, that global problems require cooperation, not isolation. The International Solar Alliance, India said, will continue to push its mission across its 125 member countries. So where does this leave India and the United States? On one side, we see record-breaking trade, massive investments, strong people-to-people ties. On the other side, tariffs, sanctions threats, and growing geopolitical pressure. This relationship is no longer simple. It is strategic, competitive, and constantly evolving. The India-US partnership is not collapsing, but it is being tested like never before. As the global order changes, so will this relationship. Until then, keep following Sawaal That Matters for clear, honest and powerful global insights. And tell us in the comments which country should we cover in the next episode. Thank you for watching.